Alright, let's get this show on the road. This is Dave. I am doing a virtual co-working session in which I'm going to do some graphic design updates for a product I make called the Emergent Task Planner. So I make a full-size notebook. Do I have one around here? Let me see. I should have one. Let's head over here and look. Looking at my trove. No, I don't have one handy. Here's like the... That's weird. I should really have set up my stock of things, but... So this is like the half-size version of it, just in the package. It's a notebook with vinyl cover. There is 92 pages plus a front and back blank sheet. And inside has the Emergent Task Planner design, which some of you are familiar with. I am running out of Emergent Task Planner full-size notebooks on Amazon. They're not selling tremendously well, so I'm going to do a smaller, like the smallest possible economical print run, which means spending about between $2,700 and $3,000. This is what I can probably afford to do right now, and eventually make the money back over, I don't know how many X months. Really need to be smarter about marketing and try to reach a broader market audience, but that's something to worry about another day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to my screen view, and let's get started. What time is it? We are starting at 8:30 a.m. And what I'll do is, I guess, pull up Illustrator. See if I can remember where everything is. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Now, the difference between the last print run, which was the first print run actually, I believe it was. This was a part of a test marketing thing I did. I made a whole bunch of these packs of loose leaf. Those haven't sold well at all, so I'm gonna try to like just get rid of them, because they cost me money sitting idle in Amazon's warehouses. Let's see, let me switch. I'm getting really fed up with Illustrator because it doesn't obey any of the Macintosh screen stuff. So what I might do is try switching to Affinity Designer, but I haven't really put it through its paces yet. So here I'm going to try to unbiggen it, even though this is not really obeying the Mac stuff. You know, for making $6.5 billion last quarter or whatever it was, they're not updating basic stuff like this. Which makes me kind of mad. They've, if there's a way to get out of the Adobe ecosystem, I'm looking for it. Let's see, so I need to actually find these original files. So I'm going to go to my Dropbox folder, and in my personal folder, which is where all my personal projects are. This is where I'm currently keeping all the graphic sources from my various productivity tools. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Emergent Task Planner. This is like a new organized folder. I had all this stuff scattered around before, and it's still, I've gathered it all in one place, but it's still really not that set up. So the notebook is the ETP 5885. No, 8511. The 5885 is the half-size notebook. This is the 5885. Let's take a look at this. So here's the old design. And I have print notes here. This design is the same as the ETP loose leaf. Is this the new design? This doesn't... I could sworn there was a newer... What did I change? Oh, this is the old design. The new design has some subtle changes in it. So let me go back to this screen, and I'm gonna have to, I guess let me open this folder. Let me make a new folder, and I'll put this one the 216 edition. Or it's actually, this is this was the version that was in play for 2006, really? Oh no, this design isn't that old. I think I first made this design like 3 years ago. So I'm just going to archive these here and make a new folder. Let me open up a different... I should have done it that way. I should have used, I keep forgetting I can use direct folder. Recent folders, 8511. I wanted to make a new one. I didn't do it. I'm getting too many of these stupid icons. They all look the same to me now. Recent folders. How can I open this up in a new folder? Oh, stupid. You failed me, Direct Folder X. Maybe I can do it this way. Alright, there we go. So we're going to go up a level. And the new one was... Which one was it? It's none of these. These are prototypes. I should make a new folder for these. That I've never made, and these are ones that I've actually never put into print production. So the pads, the new one is the ETP 75. Here's ETP 2017. It looks like, yeah, 213 from, these are all the variations from various years past. There's nothing in this folder. That's upsetting. What's weird? Let's open up another folder. Just doing some file management now, I guess. Direct folder X, recent folders. Let's go to the top level of ETP. And, oh, damn it. I'm not sure if I'm misclicking or if I'm just slightly too fast for the OS to keep up with me. Let's see, so I am looking at, this is the new ETP master. This is the 2017 one. I should move this to, this is the print folder. Source revisions, that's the approved one. Where is the print one? Is it this? This is the weekend prototype. This one is the new one. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Yeah, so there's some improvements. This sidebar is much wider now here on the left side. There are some additional markers here to divide that up. I've added more spacing between these numbers here. And I had to make some other design changes. But the key one really is this wider area is much easier to write in. And I also reduced the number of blocks here. There used to be 4, so it would go all the way here. So there's just more room to write. I think it's a better design. So we are going to start with this, I guess. And I need to lay this out the same way as this. Let me paste this in here, because that's the new design. And let's also paste it in, oops. Let's see. 8511. So this PDF is actually a full-size PDF. Let me grab this master file, which is already open actually. Okay, so anyway, this is the old one. Let's open the new one. Open that one I just grabbed, which is in here. This is the master. You can kind of see the difference. Yeah, see how much more narrow this side is versus this side? Zoom, 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 zoom. But I need to make sure that I'm adhering to these margins. It looks like I'm okay on this. Here, the old one, the new one. I think I can just use this as is. I just need to copy these other notes. So let's do this. I want this master setup file here. Let's make sure that these are the same. V4 Master AI. In fact, maybe I don't even need to do this. Let's move that to trash. In fact, it's named correctly too. This is the current one. Okay, so this is still named this. I just want to copy these notes across, I guess, so this, and update them as necessary. So I'm copying those. This is enough. I'm just going to move this over here. This is still all expanded. Looks like I still have the printer instructions. Those are all locked layers. Oops. Lock all those again. Let me copy all this and then paste it in place. So the printer instruction area. This is a non-printing layer. Notes for the ETP 511 notebook. This design is for the 85 bound notebook, or a wire bound. This is like going to be a short one. Once after I get this package put together, I can then like send it to the printer, tell them I want printed, and then just wait, and then give them a check. It should take, I'm guessing, 3 weeks. So I might have a period of time in which the notebooks are out of stock. It's taken a while to figure out how fast they sell, so to estimate when I need to do the reorder. Because I'm not on top of this every day, you know, like I don't get, and not quite on. I've hired someone to keep track of this, but they've been having some issues with it moving and, like, you know, personal stuff happening to them. So I haven't been really being able to keep on top of this stuff. I may have to find another solution for that. Features of the notebook. Let's see, 92 double-sided pages, double wire binding, vinyl cover, just putting this here. Let's see, blank front and rear pages. It is a larger version of the 85, or this is not the 8511, this is the 8811. Is that right? No, this is 8511. It's 8.5 inches wide by 11 tall. There's a larger version of the 5885 half size notebook. And all features with similar features. The same features except the page size. 8.5 by 11. I really should make this 8.8 by 11. I wonder if you'd change it for this. No, I had to redesign the package. I'll use the 8811 for the hardbound version that I want to make. 8.5 times 11 each pages. Vinyl cover, shrink wrap, or front color front sheet with barcode, Amazon barcode. What else is this in? This whole thing is shrink wrapped. shrink wrapped. As 80-pound cougar. I guess this is, I can't remember the exact name of it. They know what it is. There's one edge. There is no cardboard sheet. Oh, this is the other package. So that's like, those instructions refer to something else. What else is this? Do not center the design. Let's make sure that stands out. Blue Pantone 300U. I'm going to save this as a PDF. This file not converted to curve. Does not convert type to curves. I think it's embedded. If it's not, sometimes I convert to curves if I'm doing public downloads, because I don't want to embed the typeface that I've licensed in this. I should know what the fonts are in this. Is there a pre-flight? Was Illustrator pre-flight? File, must be something like this. I don't remember. I know InDesign does. I'll just look it up. Try to set up my print files as well as possible instead of letting the printer worry about this stuff. Adobe Illustrator pre-flight for print. How to pre-flight Adobe CC, pre-flight Illustrator files. Looks like delivered a bunch of files, spot colors. Ooh, that's terrible. Business process prom. Layout guys. I'm my own layout person. I guess they says file info. It would be nice to have probably, you can document info, get a list of your fonts, spot colors. Alright, so I guess I can just go to document info. Really? File. I don't see document info, maybe it's file info. Oh, this looks interesting. So, what do we have embedded in this? This is, needs to be updated. So it's leading space. Nope. Artist. That's me. I'm not seeing lists of fonts in this. How old was that this post? 2008. Fonts. What I want to do is provide a font list. And like again, the internet's failing me. I'm using DuckDuckGo because Google has been like exceptionally lame recently with their changes in search. But let's give it a try and then just restrict it to the last year or so. DuckDuckGo will only do last month, I think. Adobe support. Probably it's, what this is probably doesn't. Yeah, see, this is an InDesign file. I put Illustrator in the fucking search terms, and it gives the first result is something about InDesign. That's because, like, and this is a constant time waster. There was a way to... there is a keyword. A way of enforcing a... I wonder if I can do this. Pre-flight. There's also some trick for going to doing verbatim, but using one of those prefix keywords. Verbatim search using advanced search Google. There's this hidden Google tools. This might be where I saw it. Google verbatim. Yeah. And Google is assuming I'm an idiot, so it's looking for expanded stuff. Reading level, huh? That's interesting. I didn't know I could do this. How do I do that? There's a reading level search term? I never noticed that before. Google discussions. This is not what I want. Text, search options, Google. Where is this? I do not see this option. I think, oh, this is DuckDuckGo, that's why. Let's see, advanced search. Settings, say search tools, anytime, always. I don't see, where's this advanced thing that they're talking about? I'll look that up later. How do I find text? Search operators. This is what I want. Specify sender. Match multiple items. Recipient. Is this Gmail? Damn it, Google! What the? This is how useless Google has become. I suppose maybe this top result is what I wanted. No, this is not what I wanted. I actually want the prefixes. How do we do an advanced search? How do I search for keywords? This is for Firefox. Google has become increasingly stupid. Or I guess there's so much content now, I really can't guess what I'm looking for, but I wish it would just search for pages that had all the keywords that I mentioned in it, because those are, I know what I'm searching for. And if it doesn't have those keywords, then I don't want to see the result. And I don't want to guess at what I'm looking for. Google site search is on the way out. What's this? Oh, this is for searching locally. Advanced search operators. Maybe those are the keywords I want. Search term. How old is this article? So this verbatim stuff doesn't even work anymore. Removes pages. Forces. Oh, that's interesting. Site. Link. All in title. All in text. In text. I think that's the one I was looking for. In anchor. All in URL. All in post author. Plus. Immediately before query. That's interesting. What does this do? Ah, interesting. You can avoid anything. Wait, so if I precede the search term, does that work? Related. info, that's interesting. Loc, define, date range, that's useful. Oh, yeah, this is dumb. I guess they don't want people to do date searches. They make it the interface for that is terrible. Stocks, cash, map in non-Google search. Okay, so I think the in-text is what I want. I need to remember that. In-text, Adobe Illustrator. This is all. That returns much fewer results. Illustrator plugins. There are pre-flight plugins. In-text, Adobe plus Illustrator fonts. Font information in document. How to preserve fonts. I think pre-flight is probably an important term. Leveling up in my Googling. Missing fonts in PDF. This is where I just was, wasn't I? This is that 2008 article. How to package. No comments. If there's any Illustrator pros out there, feel free to type a comment. Move, compress, flight check. There's a plugin that does this. Do I need to buy this? Don't really want to. Oh, you know what? There is a option of doing this. Since this is apparently useless. Raw data, GPS data, IPTC, origin, camera data. None of this is what I want. Document setup, scripts. I believe there's a window that tells me what's in it. Type. Or maybe it happens when I save as PDF. This is a PDF, so let me save this. Did I rename this already? Where is this? Where was this file located? Oh, they don't do that anymore? Reveal in Finder. Okay, it's this file. That's the right folder, so let me save this. And is it going to pop up a thing? What was that? So this should be the master file. This is already a PDF. Version, using version 4 of the ETP design 217. This notebook is a larger version of the 885. One reason to get away from Adobe Illustrator is they still have not fixed this ridiculous typing problem. I don't know if you can see this, but as I'm typing, this cursor keeps blinking, so it disappears, and so if I'm going fast, I don't know where the hell it is. What idiot does this? I've reported this a couple times, and I don't think they're ever going to fix it, despite their record profits. I wonder if Affinity Designer does it. I should try importing this in and see what happens. The same features except the page size. That's okay. Let me just do a quick check to make sure everything's up. What the fuck just happened? I'm still stuck in the text mode. I swear a lot when I'm doing this. You know, these little imperfections in my tools make me angry. On your days ahead, and start by adding a few tasks to the list of tasks. So start on the dagger left, and then schedule tasks as you like. Add tasks throughout the day. Do new to-do lists. I'd like to change this, but I think I'll hold off on that. I'm thinking about making a revised version of this form based on what I'm currently using for accountability tracking. And I also added this, which is nice. Printer likes this. I'm sure there's no typos on this. Check off 15 minutes, mark estimate with vertical line, total time, got other tasks that need attention, clear your mind and go for it. Got some stretch goals for today, remember to save some energy for tomorrow. You know, I forgot to actually release this form publicly. Yeah, so I should need to really do that. Let me add that to my to-do list. Over here on the side where you can't see. I'm making this huge list of things I'm going to do. I might as well share this. So this is the co-working chat room that I'm running. And what I've got going on in here is in the accountability room, which Roberto was running. People have been typing in lists of what they want to do. And so I've actually been using this as my to-do list place. I'm re-editing the same message. Release public ETP, updated ETP. I need to figure out the strategy. Because I don't want to just release this without getting some sense of accountability from people who download it. I've been providing these productivity forms for free for a long time, and I'm not sure if how much, if I'm doing everything I can to make it a worthwhile endeavor for me. So many people don't actually give me feedback on it. I get some, the people in the chat room is a good example of this, but is there a better way for me to derive some more personal satisfaction from it, rather than just being this chump where people are just stealing this thing? And so my philosophy has been that not to worry about people stealing stuff, because it's a digital download and there's no material cost for me, and this does help get it. Maybe this does drive the online sales. So when I make the print version, I should just have a link at the bottom to where you can go buy the pre-printed versions. That would be it. Okay. So, yeah, that might actually make a big difference. That would make it totally worthwhile. So anyway, I heard this. I think this is done. I think this is ready to send off. So let me quit End of Illustrator, clear the clipboard, and oh yeah, go back to this page. This is the new master. I should just be able to send this to Frank. Okay, so I don't need these anymore. So I think I'm done right now. So I've updated that sheet. I didn't really have to do anything to it. It was matching the form factor already of the old sheet, and everything's set up right. So they should be able to do the imposition. Imposition is when you take a design and put it on the bigger sheet. So the printer, they're not printing 8.5 by 11 like one at a time. They have like this giant sheet that can maybe have 16 pages on it. And so they figure out where to put all the individual things and reverse them and stuff like that. So they can actually do interesting things I didn't realize were possible. Like, for example, print multiple products in the same print run. So I should really look into imposition software, but it's expensive. And maybe it's something I don't really want to get into. But anyway, that's today's virtual co-working session. We are running at how long? How many minutes? 30 minutes, so that didn't take too long at all. It's 9 a.m. I have a doctor's appointment at 10. So later on, maybe I'll get some other work done, but we'll see. Anyway, have a good Monday. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Noink. I had to wait 10 seconds or so before I can shut off the stream. Hope the sound was working. Other work done, but we'll see. Yeah, they're working. Sounds a little echoey. Why is that? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Okay.